If I said it before in other videos, I will say it again. Your specialty determines your happiness while working as a CNA. If you are in the specialty that you enjoy, with the patient demographic that you like, you will enjoy your job. If you are with a specialty that you don't enjoy, working on a unit that you don't like, it will suck working on that unit. It will suck working on that unit. It will suck working with certain coworkers, and your time spent at work will be miserable. I felt it before. After working in neuro for months on end, I hit almost a year before I had to leave, and my perspective of working as a CNA completely changed when I changed specialties. And it's going to change again, I'm pretty sure, pretty soon, because although I like the specialty that I work with now, I kind of want something new. I kind of want something different. I've been working with cardiac for maybe about a year and a half now. It'll be almost 2 years coming up pretty soon. And I want to change specialties again. I want to work with psych. I can't believe I'm saying that. I want to work with psych. I know that's like a whole different thing. A lot of times they're not even involved within like the initial hospital system. You have to become like a mental health care tech in order to do that. But I like working with psych patients. In nursing school, I had my psych rotation, and I enjoyed that rotation a lot. I felt as if I naturally was excited to be in that unit. It kept me on my toes because I knew how things could change when you're working on a psych unit. There's a sense of danger, but I didn't feel a super crazy sense of danger. I was still aware of everything, but I wasn't like, walking on pins and needles like I saw that some people were. But I'll say this. When I do finish nursing school, I do know that psych is up there. Psych is up there on my list of units that I want to work on. This is going to be an unedited video. I haven't posted an unedited video in a while, and I don't feel like editing this one because I have to go to work in like 3 hours, so I don't feel like editing it. But the reason that you are not enjoying your specialty is because you're just not enjoying your specialty. You are miserable at work because you're not enjoying your specialty. Now, how do you mitigate that issue? If you work in a hospital system, ask to float to other units. Go to other units, ask if they need help. On your off days, pick up. And then at my hospital, you have to work at least 6 months before you can change specialties. Work your 6 months, and if you don't like where you're at, apply to a different specialty. Be careful, because I almost got fired doing that. It was out of spite and, whatever. But still be mindful about like what you need to do to fulfill your obligations for your unit, but explore other options. If you want to work with kids and you didn't get in working with kids initially and you still want to work with kids, go ahead and apply to other hospitals in your area if you're in a bigger city. But definitely work on a unit that you want to work on. I enjoy cardiac. I learned a lot in cardiac, but I'm telling you guys first, I think I reached my limit working on a cardiac floor. And I think I want to try something different. So we're going to see how this is going to go. But if you want to work in a different specialty, do so. Now, I'll give my recommendations. Because I've seen a couple comments about people wanting to work in a hospital. This is not a nursing home. You're not working with straight geriatric patients. You're not working with straight grandmas and grandpas. Granted, whatever population you work with, they're probably going to be older, but it won't specifically be grandmas and grandpas. You'll be able to work with a much larger variety of patients and care for a much larger variety of patients. When I worked in neuro, it was typically older grandmas, grandpas, older aunties, and it was because it was a stroke. Strokes are very common when you get older. That was just a demographic that I worked with. But I often went down to ED, like a lot, and I float down there and I have fun. Because it's interesting to me, super, super interesting to me. I feel like I was seeing everything. I feel like I was seeing a bunch of different stuff, but for some reason I couldn't bring myself to apply to the ED. I applied to cardiac where one of my friends was working. In retrospect, I should have went to ED because when I graduated nursing school, psych is up there, ED is up there. A part of me says do well with kids, but I just don't want to work with kids right now. Um, Maybe later, maybe when I have kids, we'll see. But right now it's just psych and ED, and the ED is always accepting, it's always available. So I think that might be my next stop. If I apply to a different unit, it'll probably be the ED. But I have been like at a crossroad a little bit, as into which unit do I feel like I want to work on, and what patient demographic do I feel like I want to work with. At this point, I've worked with a lot, whether it was neuro, pulmonary. I went to peds a couple times, renal, cardiac, and now maybe the ED. I feel like I'll be super happy with the ED. But recently, we've hired like 4 new CNAs. So, we'll see where it goes. I feel like my unit is good now. Even though I'm PRN, I can easily just apply out, which is what I think I might do soon. But the fear of like leaving my unit short, I don't think I have that fear anymore. They've hired so many new people, so much new staff. Maybe CNA is like the new big thing. Like I remember when I first started, I was talking about all these units are short. The more I float, the more I see units are stacked. Units are stacked. They have the staff. They have the help. They don't reach out as much to be like, oh, we need, staff tonight. Somebody called out. That's not really a thing anymore. They have enough people. But yeah, to bring it back full circle, if you are not enjoying your time with your unit, apply out, because you're changing perspective for CNA, which I've had a lot of y'all come and tell me. A lot of y'all have came and told me, I don't enjoy being a CNA. I feel like I got scammed. You sold me up the river. You sold me a dream. I didn't sell you a dream. You probably just not working with a demographic that you like. I know a lot of people have applied to hospitals and just got in. They just got in on a unit. If you have applied to a hospital and you have came into my comments telling me, hey, I don't like this. Hey, you sold me a dream. Hey, you sold me up the river. I hate being a CNA. It's because you're not working with the patient demographic that you work best with. I can attest to it. When I worked on neuro, I was happy, and then I was absolutely miserable until I got off that unit. Now, if you're working in a hospital, and I've seen a lot of y'all struggle with getting into hospitals, which I still think is wild. If you live in the Southeast, you probably don't have that issue, but a lot of my West Coast subscribers and Northeast subscribers are telling me, hey, I'm having a hard time getting in the hospital. You're probably working on a unit you don't like. They put you on the worst unit in the hospital, the one they can't keep staff. But after your 6 months, 8 months, a year, whatever they want you to do, move to a different unit. Move to a different unit, and your experience will be better. I did not sell y'all a dream. I did not sell you a dream. I did not lie. My experience has been tailored toward me. It's been a reflection of my experience and the way that I internalize working as a CNA. And it's just to help whoever wants to see a perspective of a black male working in healthcare, working as a CNA, pursuing nursing. So for all my subscribers that have been supporting and still supporting, I appreciate you. I will be getting videos out on a more consistent basis since my schedule has opened up a little more. And somebody asked about a video on charting, so I'll try to make that next. But just wanted to come up here and rant to you guys real quick and give you a word of advice in terms of changing specialties and working with a patient demographic that you enjoy. If you want to work with kids, do so. But right now, psych and ED is like super interesting to me. So I'll just keep exploring this until we figure out how to finish. But yeah, I'll see you guys on the next video. I have a whole lot more planned for you guys. I didn't record much when I was in Vegas, but I'll make sure to put a little bit maybe in like the beginning of another video or something like that. Maybe a life update or something like that. But that's all I got for y'all in this video, and I will see you on the next one. All right. I think I want to stop that. I'll stop doing all right. I'll just say peace.